So we're in Lisbon at Light Reading's 5th 2020 Vision Executive Summit. I'm here with Andreas from ECI. Andreas, good to see you.
All right.
So how do you see the market changing? There's an awful lot of change at the moment, but how do you see it changing, and what impact is that having on ECI?
Well, as we heard this morning, there's a lot of disruption, there's a lot of uncertainty caused by technology, sort of the white box virtualization, etc. on one hand, but also on the based on the introduction of things like 5G, which will hit the market during the next years in a very important and significant way. So uncertainty on one end, but on the other end, lots of opportunity, because the whole technology, the whole telecommunications is more and will be more embedded in our life than ever before, which means it opens up new roads, and it's both for our customers and for vendors. We need to pick and choose our battles, and then it will be good. For ECI, what does it mean? So, well, we are looking towards the end of a really good 2018, double-digit growth again, and we've launched our global partnership with Ericsson, which was an important milestone on our way to 2019 and beyond. So we'll continue to serve our key areas, which are service providers and critical infrastructures. But in 2019, we'll put way more focus on the mobile backhaul space.
So a lot going on, and obviously we learned in 2018 that 5G transport was really becoming a big focus area for a lot of operators. But you mentioned Neptune there, and you've mentioned before that operators, as things change, as requirements change from the operator side of things, that there's now, once again, demand for what in past years, or past decades even, might have been called the Godbox. A single network element that can perform a lot of different functions. They didn't quite work out last time.
Yeah.
What's changed? Is this something, is the Godbox something that could be useful and deployed in the way it's meant to in 2019 and beyond?
We think so. Let's take a step back. What went wrong 10, 15 years ago? So mostly transport vendors were trying to climb up the value chain by adding more and more features to transport solutions, which had some good results from a product perspective, but from a customer perspective, nobody really resonated with that. It was a bit the answer to a question nobody asked. And right. We were sitting between the chairs, so to say, and it's still true that the culture of the data guys of the data market and the optical market is quite different. So it takes a strong driver. It needs a strong driver to bring those layers together, and we believe 5G is that driver. 5G will be that driver. Okay. Because 5G is all about layer interworking. It's all about defining the right slice at the right point in time, at least for those higher end services. And we just believe that to combine this in one solution in a decent, focused way is a very good, very important step.
Okay. So that can meet some of the needs, but in what other ways is the market evolving, and how much is that driven by the 5G strategies and requirements of the operators? Because we're getting to the point now where deployments are happening, early deployments, and there's seems to be a lot of momentum in the market now.
Yeah. So look at how networks are built, and from our perspective continue to be built. So you will have the underlying bulk optical transport, which will have become a bit more dynamic, but all in all it will stay the underlying layer. You will have the what I would call the heavy lifting packet router area, which for sure won't go away, and then you have the very agile and increasingly agile metro networks RAN area, coming back to the topic Godbox, where you can see a lot of interaction between those layers, because 5G networks, they will have a lot of TDM-like requirements to deliver the determinism, to deliver the ultra-low latency, etc., etc. So end-to-end IP won't cut it. So in certain areas, and especially in those metro RAN areas, the operators will need solutions which are flexible enough to flex between the lowest cost per bit and the packet agility. And and of course this all has to be driven with a decent software, because the transport network doesn't live on its own. It's only transporting what's coming in and going out on the end, and it has to be fully integrated. Otherwise, the whole solution will remain static, which is not 5G.
Right. So do you think this greater level of integration can help to solve some of the major problems and challenges that the operators are going to face?
Yes. I know this is swimming against the stream of disaggregation, etc. And disaggregation in certain areas of the network for sure has a place.
Yeah.
Whether it helps in the ultra-complex environment of 5G to disaggregate functions and then spend a lot of time to manage them as one entity remains to be seen. Integrating more features in something which is already proven, we think it's a better way. It's more easier to manage this dynamic layer interaction within one product. And this is, it's all about efficiency and operational excellence and efficiency, and we believe that's the way forward.
Okay, well, I think the operators are all about efficiency and making lives easier for themselves in any way they can, because goodness knows things are getting more and more complex as the 5G puzzle is put together, as it will be in the next couple of years. So, Andreas, thanks very much, and look forward to catching up next year and finding out how this has all evolved further.
Thank you, Ray.